In this video we're going to have a look at one of my latest races on the US servers, and unlike some of the others, not only was it a lot of fun, but it was clean, and I also meet and race against one of the cleanest, nicest guys I've met in a long time. Now, as I said in the intro, this was one of the most fun and one of the cleanest races I've had in a long time, and it was almost entirely down to this guy, Shadow, who I'm assuming is Canadian, but he's definitely an absolute legend. And Shadow, thank you for the races, and I look forward to racing against you again soon. And as you can see, Shadow and I were in adjacent grid positions, and it'd been like that for, well, 2 or 3 races already. But at the end of the day, we're still racers, and we want to win. So, now that we're in positions 1 and 2, was the mutual respect still going to last into this race? There's only one way to find out. Now I'm sure at this point, there's quite a few of you thinking, why am I using the Ferrari, not the Veyron? Well, a few reasons. First of all is, the 458 is my absolute dream car of all time. And secondly, yes, I admit, it's not as quick top end speed as the Veyron, but the 458 is one of the best cars on the brakes in Gran Turismo. So where I lack top end speed, for the 2 hard braking corners we do get on this track, the 458 really does make up for it and lets me gain some time on those Veyrons. And the other reason is, well, the Veyron's the meta, and I'm sorry, I'm just never going to be a meta monkey. I'd rather do my own thing. And as we jump ahead to the final corner of the first lap, you can see that Shadow is trying to make a move on the inside. However, I've got the outside line, and on that particular bend, that is the fastest line there is. Now, as we come to finish off the first lap, it's status quo. I'm still in first, Shadow is still in second, but he's close. He's very close. In fact, you could say that Shadow, quite literally, is my shadow. And as we jump ahead to the bridge section, you can see that Flavio in the Veyron has caught up to Shadow, and while Shadow is busy defending, that gives me a few corners to relax and compose myself ready for the next lap. And as we come up to cross the line to start lap 3, Shadow and I get back into a routine that has served us well for the last couple of races, and by that I mean some mutual bump drafting. Rather than fight and lose positions, we helped each other. If he was in front, I gave him a bump draft and pushed him, and he would do the same for me. And unfortunately, despite his help here, he pulled a cheeky move onto the outside, which forces me to take the slower line around the tight left-hander, and Shadow pulls off, well, a fantastic move to take the position. Well, fantastic for him anyway, not for me, because now I'm defending against Flavio in the Veyron, and also LC in another Veyron. Thankfully, however, Flavio goes wide, clips the barrier, and unfortunately gets clobbered by LC. And as we come to finish off lap 3, the incident in the tunnel had got rid of Flavio for me. It didn't, however, solve the problem I now had with LC. On top of that, I'd lost the slipstream from Shadow, and so yeah, the Veyron's superior top speed, well, inevitable really that one, wasn't it? He took the place from me. However, at least now I had the benefit of his slipstream, and as we came up to the sharp left-hander, I was going to put those superior 458 brakes to good use, and I did. I got a much better line, which meant as we climb up to cross the bridge, I was gaining ground, and I was going to try a move up the inside. Unfortunately, I expected LC to cut in to take the apex, and to his benefit, he didn't. He anticipated that and left me the room. And as we come to start lap 5, it's all changed at the front when LC puts on a tasty little move around the outside to Shadow to take first place away from him. Not so good for Shadow, but good for me, because now I'm behind somebody whose driving style I'm kind of familiar with, but more importantly, that I know he's not going to push me into the barrier at the first chance I get. And so, even though we're in second and third, this may be our chance to bump draft our way past the Veyron. And as we come to start lap 6, this is our chance. So both Shadow and myself are staying in the slipstream of the car in front. Unfortunately, that's a Veyron, but this is our opportunity. And as we start to go around the sweeping left-hander, I know I'm not going to go around the outside, so I take this opportunity to give out the first bump draft, hoping that this will help Shadow pass the Veyron and ultimately help me too. Unfortunately, that wasn't enough to put Shadow past the Veyron, but as we came round the sharp left-hander, the 458 superior brakes gave me a great run out of the corner, and as we crossed the bridge, I decide I'm going to have a little go at the inside to try and take second for myself. Now, fair play to Shadow there, he shut the door on me, but don't get me wrong, he's entitled to do so. The move he made was clean, and at the end of the day, we're still racing. Now, at this point, it's last chance saloon. All we've got left is the sweeping left-hander, and I decide to try something a little different. I take a slightly sharper inside line in the hopes that one of the other two guys might go wide, hit the barrier and give me an easy overtake. Unfortunately, it doesn't. It does, however, all get a little bit weird at the front, especially when LC cuts right across the front of Shadow. No reason for that, dude. You'd already got the win. Now, despite those last few moments of monkey business, that was an absolutely awesome race. I got away with a top 3 finish, and just as importantly, a clean race. And when we get into the lobby, I make a point of thanking LC and Shadow. That was very nice to get a little bit of mutual respect back. Now, just remember, go and enjoy yourselves, guys, but if you do come across this guy, make sure to treat him fairly and drive respectfully, because he'll do the same for you. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit those like and subscribe buttons, and I will see you guys in the next video. For more great videos like this one, follow this link. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.